Welcome TechBrothersIT. In this video, we are going to learn how to use until activity in a Fabric data pipeline. So what exactly is until activity? It repeats one or more activities until a given condition evaluates to true. So there could be many scenarios where you will be using this activity. I have put a couple of them here. So for the wait for the file to arrive in the Lakehouse, so that's one of the thing can be done. So you're running your activity is keep looping and it's gonna go wait for a couple of minutes, then keep checking the file again, and once the file is present, it's gonna load it. There are other ways for this type of scenario as well. We can create events on the file arrival as well, but I'm just going to demonstrate with the until activity. Now retry until external system is available. So think about that. Sometime you have issue with the external system, and then you keep retrying, and when you get this message, let's say success or 2000 okay, you keep trying in those kind of scenarios. So in this scenario, what we are going to take a look, we have Lakehouse here called TechBrother Lakehouse, and here's one of the file called customer data Asia. So if this file is present here, then what we are going to do, we are going to go ahead and load it. Otherwise, we will keep checking for this file. So I have a warehouse here where I have created a table called customer, and that's where I would like to load that file. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you in the pipeline how exactly it is going to work. So we are running this. As of now, I have no records in this file table. Let me go to the sales workspace here. I have different folders here. One of them is pipeline. So I'm using this to manage my pipelines and other items in different folders. And let's create a new item here, and now we will look for the data pipeline. I'm going to call this one PL until. So that will be fine, and we hit create button here, and now we are going to take a look on our pipeline here. So here we have a pipeline activity. Click right there and then scroll down all the way to the until. So we have placed until here, but before we will start working on this one, we need to set some variables. I'm going to create a variable called check file. So in this case, a check file, and I'm going to set this as a boolean and set the value to the false. So now what's going to happen is going to keep checking until the value stays false. We will be using this variable inside. Now let's go to the until here in the settings, and here you will use that variable. So look for right here 3 dots, variables, and the check file. So we are going to keep checking if the value of the variable set to true, then until will finish. Otherwise, if it is false, is keep repeating. And as for default, when our pipeline is going to run, the value will be set to default false. Okay, now we are going to go inside the until, and then I'm going to use the get metadata activity. So I'm going to go to activities here and get metadata. This get metadata is going to help me to find the file if the file exists. So let's go to the Lakehouse here, select our TechBrother Lakehouse, go to files here, and then we can browse. In this case, we're going to go to the input folder, and then we are going to select the file that we want to check. So inside the input folder, we have a file called the customer data Asia. So let's click OK, and here in the field list, we are going to select exist. So this looks good now, and this is going to run it, and it's going to keep checking the file. If it does exist, then it will return us a true. Now here, once it returns a true or false value depending upon the exist, then we are going to use the if condition. And here is my if condition. I'm going to attach my get metadata to the if condition, and in the if condition, I'm going to go to activities here, and here I will provide the value. So in the get metadata, you remember that we have exist right here. So get metadata, that's the name of the activity, exist. So we are checking if it is existing or not. So there could be two values, true or false. So we have true and false. Let's say in the true, if the file exists, what happened? We are going to go ahead and load the file. So I need the copy activity here, and then I'm going to make some connections. I'm going to go to the source here and select TechBrothers Lakehouse. Then choose the file, then go to browse, and then we will select the file that we would like to load. In this case, it is customer data Asia. So select that file and hit OK. The file is a comma delimited file, so we are going to select go to advanced here, and then the limited text. We can preview the data, and we should have few records to take a look. So here is our data, and now we can see that we can close this one, go to destination, and here we are going to go to the warehouse. Now tech data warehouse is the warehouse I have existing table, and I'm going to select that table. It's called DBO customer. Okay, here is our table, and now we are going to go to the mapping here, and then I'm going to click on import Mac schemas. So once we have the source schema and destination, it's going to be mapped, and we should be all good. Here we can see that we have source column and their data types, and here we have destination and their data types. So this is going to load the file once the file exists. But after that, I also have to set the variable to true, because then I don't want to keep looping, because we already have loaded the file and that's all we wanted. So in this case, I'm going to go to set variable here and then connect my copy activity to the set variable. Once I will go to setting here, and then I will select the check file variable, and then in the value I will set to true. So this will take care of that. Now the loop will finish. Let's go back to the until here, and remember that in the if condition we have done this copy activity and set variable in the true when we are getting the file there. If the file is not there, what we want to do, we want to keep wait for a few seconds and then retry again. So here I'm going to say wait for 10 seconds. Okay, so it is going to wait for 10 seconds and then again a retry. So here I'm going to put to 10. Now that's all we need to do here, and let's go back here, and what we can do now, first of all, see this check file variable is false, and it's going to go get us to the into, and then the metadata activity is going to get the file name, and if it find the file, then it's going to go to the true condition and load the file. If it is not going to find it, it's going to go to the wait. So let's go back and let's make some small change. Here is the actual file name. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to rename. So we will start with our when the file is not present. So think this file is not present because we have renamed. So it will keep looking for the file. Let's execute the pipeline here and let it run for a couple of time, and it will keep running till we will place that file in that folder. So here we can see that we are inside the until, and inside the until we have get metadata, and it's every time it's not able to find the file, and then we are executing the part that is on the false of the if condition. Now let's change the file name, and let's say this is the actual file we wanted to provide, and what's going to happen. Once we do that, our get metadata is going to be able to find the file name, and then we are going to go to the true portion or the branch of the if condition. And once we are there, we are going to load the file and also set the variable to the true for the check file. So see right there, now it checked the file right here. If we will go to the get metadata right here, and now it says true, and now it find the file. Now it went to the if condition and say, okay, let me go to the copy activity, and it's going to load the data. Once it load the data, then it's going to next activity is set variable, so that we already have set to the true, and then until will break, so that will complete the until, because it is evaluating till the value will not be true. Once the value is true, it's going to end. So you see right there, we have a copy activity completed, and then we have set variable to the true, and that completed the until. And now you can see that our pipeline is going to get completed instead of stay in progress. So let's just wait for a second, and now you can see that it is completed. So till the file was not there, it was running this part over and over, and it was not completing. So I hope this makes sense. Let's go to our data warehouse, and now we can check if the records are loaded successfully, and you can see that the file is loaded successfully. So this was just one demo of how you can use the until. There could be so many scenarios. So it's an endless loop till the conditions are not set to the true. In our case, we were setting the check file to the true. That's what it needed. But other conditions, you can have other conditions as well. And once the conditions are met, then your pipeline will get completed. Otherwise, it keep looping and keep trying. So I thank you very much for watching this video. Please subscribe my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video.